Oh, buddy, we're back. I am as prepared as I'll ever be sad and crying by the end of this stream. Am I actually ready? No. Do I think I'm ready deep in my heart? Yeah. Can't wait for torture. Because fanfics. Anyway, I'm waiting for chat to appear, so if I don't see anything right away, sorry. There we go. Wow. Alright. Well, nobody's here yet. So, that gives me an excuse to continue drawing for now. Drawing without crying. Yay! I just have a feeling I'm going to start weeping. Which is why I titled the stream the way I did. Because I might actually cry, considering it almost happened thrice in the last stream. But, yeah. I don't know how to draw. Oh, alright. Alright, that's okay, I guess. Reference. That doesn't really help me, but okay. Alright. You know, I can say that I'm ready for this all I want to, but the truth is I'm not. I'm just not. Also, I'm taking creative liberties with the rest of this outfit because I'm not bothering to look up the whole thing. Considering I can't see anything past this level most of the time. Unless I'm just stupid and blind, which is possible. It's very possible. That's not a line that I can use. Me when I write a script. Alright. That's good enough, I guess. Now we can get to the really fun part. And by really fun, I mean, And, ooh, I still don't know how to draw a body leaning forward because, yikes. That's difficult. Now. Hey, that's not too shabby. That's actually okay for an outline. Especially considering how rusty I am with using this program. So, we shall continue on to coloring. And this is, by the way, for anybody who tunes in after the stream, this is stand-in for before people show up and start requesting stuff for me to react to. I already have a few things that I know I need to get to, but I want to wait until Citrus and Voodoo show up for me to do the stuff they requested in the last stream. Not to mention, I can't remember what Citrus requested. So, whoops. So, in the meantime, we'll just sit here and color in Deceit. So fun to draw. He is so fun to draw. I did a really angsty drawing that I still haven't posted to Instagram yet of Deceit. So if you follow my Instagram, look out because, ow, that hurt to draw. And it'll hurt to look at if you are part of the fandom. Yeah. What is happening with my throat? I think I'm talking too much. I'm going to shut up now. And save my voice for the reactions. I promise one of these days I'll have a better stream set up. It might not be for a long time because I know it sucks not hearing audio for like what I'm actually doing and not seeing my face. But one day I will figure this out. Also, apparently on August 1st, this like instant streaming won't be here anymore with Google Hangouts. And I am very upset because that's the only way I know how to do it. And I'm very scared to try the new way to do it because I have a feeling I'll mess it up. But maybe not. I don't know. It just sucks because the webcam thing doesn't let you share your screen. And it's like, no, I want to share my screen. I don't want to be stuck, like, limited because YouTube decided we're done with this. Listen, I'm not saying Google Hangouts is perfect, but, like, for real. Like, this is the only way I stream my art videos. And it sucks. Technology is failing me severely. I don't know why I screamed. I just did. No one's here. I'm surprised. Usually Citrus at least shows up pretty fast. I was going to say fast, and then my brain went, no, say quickly. And then my body just like rebooted itself and went fast again. Because I started to say fast and then just didn't finish. Until I did. Oh yeah, and if Evoodoo happens to tune in after the stream is done, I'm gonna let you know now. I'm making my own fanfic for Sander Sides, but you'll never find my Wattpad account. And also, it's gonna get pretty angsty as long as I can actually write it correctly. I still haven't figured out how to start it properly, which is disappointing, but whatever. Let me go back to my actual reference. Wow, the reference I made myself. Deceit is a slimy boy, but I love him. Oh, I should have put that into a new layer. That was stupid of me. Whatever. Ooh, sorry, I think I almost bumped into my mic. Whoops. That would have been embarrassing. Assuming I didn't do it. Maybe I did. Ah, that's an issue. No, Dad, stop. I think I need to go with a darker color because I feel like that's not quite right. See, I knew I was off. E. I was off. Alright. Well, that's why that's called a practice thing. I forgot words again. Oh, wait, I need to go with this. I have gasoline stuck in my head. I don't know why. I haven't even listened to that song in forever, but it's just there. And I've been thinking of animatic ideas. Those animatics got me thinking, man. So many ideas. So many ideas that I never execute properly because I am inherently lazy and get tired of my own work easily. It's really sad. Oh, wait, you know what I should do? Actually, I feel like I made that too pale. There's so many issues. I probably should have done this first. It's easier for me to tell what I'm doing when I don't have darker outlines next to lighter colors. Does that make sense? I don't. I'm sorry. I probably sound very confusing. I confuse myself sometimes. I don't know what sort of energy I just channeled there, but that kind of scared me. I'm going outside of the lines. That's not how an artist is supposed to work. You silly artist. Alright, now I'm just channeling Patton. Love that. Speaking of, I need to channel all of them. I need to channel Patton, Deceit, and Logan tomorrow. Once I get the hat. Oh wait, no, not tomorrow. I do get the hat tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that video tomorrow because. Wait, what day is it? Is it Monday or is it Tuesday? Hold on, I'm checking this. Okay, no, tomorrow we're good. It's Wednesday that I need to worry about. But yeah, I need to channel all of those dudes tomorrow to make a video. Once I get the hat. Because you know darn well I'm going to make a video. Once I get the hat. For Deceit. And then I'm going to be like, oh, Slimy Boy's here! TikToks galore, but also actual video. Which, by the way, I really hope someone shows up and says something in the chat because I need suggestions for that. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should do like a skit or if I should like I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should do a skit, but it just sucks because I don't have stuff for Virgil or Roman or Remus. Because I'd like to get to all of them, but like, money is something I can't spend in large quantities for expensive material and or clothing unless I actually wear it more than just once. So like, I'd have to find an excuse to wear it during non-cosplay hours, which I can do with the stuff for Lawyer Deceit and Lawyer Patent, because I would totally wear that stuff just during like school, during the winter or colder months, or just during the fall or whatever, because it's like long sleeves but light long sleeves. And then my suit jackets, which I wear for special occasions. And then Logan's outfit is literally something I would wear every day. If I had the opportunity, of course. It's not healthy to wear something every single day. You need to wash it. Wash your clothes. Wash your dirty laundry. That's advice to my future self. In case I ever look back on this stream and actually decide to watch it the whole way through for some reason. Watch myself cry eventually. I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to cry. If no one shows up, there's no other reason to cry than the fact that nobody showed up. Because then I might cry. I don't know. I'm not a crier. I don't think I've ever actually cried on stream or on camera at all. It just happens so, like, what's the opposite of frequently? Infrequently. Haha. I know words. Ah. Careful. Watch those lines. Eyeballs, pay attention. Alright, prepare yourselves. Anybody who's may or may not be here, future or right now during stream, because I'm about to practice, because I need to practice if I'm going to be acting tomorrow, even though my throat's almost dead and I need to save my voice. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. I'll get it back tomorrow. I probably need to grab more water because my throat sounds like a frog is in it and it's gross. So let me just take a sip of water and I'm going to start voice acting at least. Ooh. Ugh. Room temperature water sucks. And if you think otherwise, you're wrong. Sorry. I'm sorry, that was really mean. I feel bad now. Anyway. Do you know who else is here? Me. So maybe Thomas isn't that innocent of a person. I forget the line exactly, but I'm rolling with it. Maybe Thomas isn't as innocent a person as you thought. I'd love to see it's like offended energy. Just constantly offended. That's what offended and sarcastic. That's what it feels like to me. Thank you, Virgil. I just love how you ruined my dramatic introduction. Mwah, mwah. So good. I almost forgot that line. But it's okay. Please don't tell me how to do my job better. Roman, enough. What's that? I can't understand you. I don't know anything about words. I'm just repeating my favorite deceit lines. I'd like to call Thomas Sanders to the standers. Nailed it. Ah. I feel like I'm gonna have a better time right now channeling Patton because I'm feeling emotions. Right now I'm pretty good. I recovered from almost crying time. So I feel like I just want to be surrounded by cats. Lots of cats. I wish my cat was down here. He's not though. And I'm disappointed. Where's my reference? Hey, look, it's me. Obviously, the floor is Thomas's. He owns this whole apartment. I forgot the beginning part of that line. I memorized some of the script, but not all of it. Your dear old dad is just trying his best. I feel like I am the dad friend in my group, though. Like my friend group, I feel like I am the dad friend. I'm just like, kids, you can do whatever you want. But also, if you do something wrong, I will stop you. You can have fun, because that's what matters. But also, if you cross the line, then it's game over. Let's call them what they are, Roman. Spider curtains, creepy crawly death dealers. Also one of the best lines. Now, I can't remember, did I have this the same as the hair color? No, it's slightly different. Ha ha ha. I was correct in assuming I was incorrect. Wow, what a glorious sentence. It totally did not sound like gibberish. As long as I can channel everybody's energy at once, we'll be set, I guess. I don't know. It's not going to be perfect. More like a catastrophe. Catastrophe. I tried to make a pun and then I failed in the delivery. Wahoo! This is going to be a fun time. Tomorrow's going to be so great. No, but actually, tomorrow's going to be super fun. I am so ready. I am making a mark in this corner. Where is everybody? They all left. And now I'm just here, existing. I might just need to read the fanfic on my own. And then hope they see it. Because that's the level we're at right now, which is disappointing. I miss my peeps. I miss my cool dudes. But you know what? It's okay. They'll come back. They'll come back another time. I forgot to switch layers. That was a disaster. There we go. Wow! Color in the background. Wow! I made the seat look so short. I just have a lot of background space. Whoops. He's also off-center, and it's kind of annoying, but his face is basically on center, I think. Yeah, just about. All right, well, if no one shows up, it's 8:32 right now, so if nobody shows up by 35, I'll just start reading the fanfic that I kept up, and then we will get into crying territory. Possibly. Well, I'm almost out of water. That's not good. That's a gross E. Holy cow, I can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. It's probably really bad. Ah. I can't tell if this is blending correctly at all. Check how dark it is on stream, because I can't tell if I'm doing this decently or not. Well, it definitely looks dark. Let's see. So I think that I have it out now might be perfect. Good. All right, holy cow, I feel like it just got darker in my entire room. So let me save this. Save. Not JPEGs. We want to just save it somewhere. Where it is. Here it is. That's. Oh no. What did I just do? I totally messed up, didn't I? Yikes. That sucked. All right. Let's try that again. I don't know if it'll take the question mark. Can I? Okay, I guess not. There we go. What? What are you talking about? I saved in your original format. What? What are you talking about? I don't understand at all. You know what? You know what? There we go. Great. Perfect. I'll change the name later. Wow. All right. Well, it's past 8:35, so we're going to get into the fanfic now. I am sorry for making you suffer and wait forever. But I did want to try and wait for Citrus and or Voodoo to show up. So let's just go. So I need to find chapter 1. Scrolling past 16. Oh god, that's a lot. 5. So where is 1? How do you keep track of this? Where's 1? Is this in any type of order? Oh my god. Let me try the archive. I don't know how Tumblr works. Okay, all right. This makes a little more sense. So let's see. Where's the first mention of it? I think this one, maybe. I doubt it. I'm just gonna. Oh no, there's more. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's make sure this is the first. Yes. Okay. Great. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I already feel the emotion coming back. Yay. All right, so let me read this little top part here. Said I was going to do it, so here it is, folks. Also, sorry, can't post a read more on mobile, so I'll do it later. See, right. Ow. Okay, well. Okay, major character death. No! Ah! Okay, all right. Okay, ow. It already hurts. I haven't even started reading and it already hurts. Okay, all right. It's all good. I just bumped the mic, didn't I? Hold on, I'm gonna move this. Sorry. Rip headphone users, since I just made sure it was clean. I don't want to read this, but at the same time I do. Because now I feel like I'm obligated to cry at this point, because my body's been like, you're gonna do it, and then I don't. So, alright. Sunday, 7 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. The black alarm clock shrilled on the nightstand next to Deceit's bed. Being the figurative mental filter, Deceit found it necessary he woke up before everyone else, even Logan, who woke up around 11 a.m. With a few groans and mumbled swears, Deceit snaked a hand out from his many layers of blankets and promptly slapped his alarm clock. The clock shut off immediately. Mumbling some more swears, Deceit sat up in bed. He yawned, his jaws unhinging, allowing a deeper, heartier yawn. Clicking his jaws back in place, Deceit rubbed his eyes and grunted. With great discontent, he got up and began his morning routine. Sliding his legs over the bed and slipping his feet into some fuzzy yellow slippers, Deceit got up and headed for the coffee maker he had in his room. He set up his coffee and looked at his clock again. 7:10 a.m. He thought carefully. He could be showered, dressed, and ready for mischief and be back at the coffee pot for fresh coffee by 7:45. Words. He smirked to himself and bolted to his bathroom. For his bathroom, that's okay. Either one of those could have worked. Okay. Deceit's morning routine, I should have grabbed water, was just as ritualistic and ceremonial as his nightly mantra. He wakes up, makes his coffee, takes a wake-up shower, washes his face, and brushes his teeth, gets dressed, and then sits and has coffee with his snakes. A routine that was always done by 7:45 a.m. If he's a minute too soon, oh, that's a typo, or a minute too late, he chalks the whole day as a failure. Oh, Sweet's schedule was not to be messed with. He was never really a breakfast person either. Just a coffee and some late morning reading kind of fellow. Maybe if he was feeling adventurous, he'd have something small like some toast or a muffin, but nothing ever more extravagant than that. Deceit finished his shower and was standing in front of his bathroom mirror brushing his teeth. He was a villain. Having good bodily and dental hygiene was one of his few redeeming qualities. As he brushed each individual fang, he continued to feel this feeling in his stomach. He wanted to deduce it as hunger, but it was more than that. It was this instinctual feeling, something screaming deep inside him. Despite the scream, to Deceit it was but a soft whisper. Scrolling with a touchpad mouse is difficult, sorry. Spinning his toothpaste, Deceit went to get dressed, after picking one of his several caplets and bowler hats. Deceit laced up his shoes and returned to his coffee pot. 7:45 a.m. on the dot. Delightful. Deceit hummed in delight and took a seat at his dinner table with a fresh cup of coffee. Next to him on a chair was a large ball python. Deceit had the courage since he was had the creature. Oh my god, I can't read. Had the creature since he was a child. Her name was Ka, after the huge man-eating snake in the Jungle Book. The snake was no man-eater, though, and proved to be quite friendly and vocal. When Patton had been taken by Deceit, Ka had kept him company. Why can't I read? She sang songs with him to help soothe his fears and worries. Needless to say, she enjoyed her time guarding Patton. Deceit was reading over his own schedule for that day. Sipping away at his coffee, he felt that guttural tug again. He cleared its throat a bit and tried to ignore it. Ka, on the other hand, had caught on to what was happening. She stared at her lifelong companion, Deceit, the snake-faced abomination of the dark, the wickedest side of all. Debatable. An entity of lies and false truth and misfortune. Again, debatable. She watched him burn his tongue on his coffee and hiss in pain. Had she not sensed something was wrong with Deceit, she would have laughed. Ah! Stop! I think I went a little bit too far. Oh, I did go too far. Deceit leapt his tongue in discontent and tucked it back in his mouth. He felt her eyes on him. Finally, he couldn't take it anymore. He set his schedule down and looked at her. All right. Bad voice acting ahead. Warning, because I don't know how to. I'm not channeling anything right now because I can't. What? Deceit crossed his arms. You've been staring at me for the last 5 minutes, Ka. What's the matter? Have I something on my face? Something's wrong, Deceit, the velvety voiced snake said to him. She sank down a little, not out of fear, but out of worry. Nothing's wrong, Ka. Just burnt my tongue a little. I'll fix it with some ice. Deceit shook his head and went back to his schedule. You're dying, Deceit, Ka said. Now, despite being a snake, Ka was probably the most honest person Deceit knew, so one could only imagine his shock upon hearing that coming from her. Deceit choked on his coffee and looked at her. I beg your pardon. You're dying. That tugging you're feeling? It's the snake part of you warning you. It's the It's the animalistic instinct inside you sending you a sign of what's to come, she said without waver. Deceit tried to scan her for a hint of a lie, but he found nothing. How? You're joking, right? Silly Ka, you can't lie to me. I'm Deceit. It's impossible to lie to Deceit. Deceit you... Whoa, what? Oh, Deceit you are and Deceit you'll always be. You will always be. Unfortunately, the body you inhabit is dying, and fast. When you go, the function of lying and deceiving will return to the formless. You will no longer be a Sanders side. You'll just be a function. Ka didn't sound sad. She sounded understanding. Deceit kept trying to taste the lie, but tasted nothing. There was nothing, no sweet taste in his mouth from any lie. He tried desperately not to panic. And do you know how? Maybe that... Oh, wait. I can't tell who's speaking, it's hard. And do you know how? Maybe that tug in my gullet is nothing more than bad food seeking revenge. Deceit narrowed his eyes. He hoped and prayed to whatever god that would listen that the reason he wasn't picking up a lie was because he was getting all this from an imaginary talking snake. Thomas isn't a compulsive liar. In fact, he's hardly even a liar. What's the point of having a whole side for lies and deceit when you're not a liar and a bad deceiver? Your glory days ended when Thomas came out to the world, admitted deceit. You were weakened significantly because of him coming out. The mind has been gracious enough to let you stick around, but your days are coming to an end. Unfortunately, the mind doesn't see villain for a web series as a valuable reason to keep you around. Sorry, that sounded so terrible. Oh, I just sound mean. I don't know why I'm channeling mean energy, but maybe it's because I'm upset. Deceit stared at his scaly companion. She was right. He was useless. Thomas wasn't a liar, and honestly, since Deceit made his first appearance, he felt Thomas trying to become even more honest than ever. He was dying, and he knew it. Deceit stared into his half-drank coffee. A warped reflection stared back. His human face displayed all of his emotions. Fear, panic, despair, rage. The snake face displayed none, only scales and a snake eye, a predator no less. How long do you think I have, Ka? Deceit mumbled after a long while. I'd say 2 weeks. You're going to be one sick snake by the end of it, though. Ka looked down. She was sad. Ow, my throat. I might need to grab water. Especially because I gotta stay hydrated if I start crying. Deceit stared at his reflection in his cup. His warped reflection stared back. It got him thinking. Was this how the others perceived him? A warped, inky projection of who he tried to be? A villain? A monster? No wonder they hated him. They hated him so much, the mind had grown to hate him too. This was his fault. He did this. He wanted so desperately to blame it on someone. Anyone. But he couldn't. This was all him. He was going to die because of who he made himself out to be. He had to do something, and fast. Deceit continued to make direct eye contact with his warped reflection. Finally, he snatched his coffee cup and downed the entire cup, a decision he would regret later. He slammed his cup back down. Some remnants of his coffee remained, making the bottom of his mug slightly reflective. He stared at his now clear reflection. Ah, no! Ah, no, Deceit's crying. I'm gonna start crying. This is really bad. No, no. I'm slamming my fist into my desk. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna try and not tear up already. It's barely, we're not even a chapter in. Okay, hot tears were pouring down his face. Gee, when did those get there? Anxiety has Anxiety had welled in his stomach, and the tugging feeling had gotten worse. Ka had slithered away by now. Deceit looked at his clock. 8:45 a.m. God, had it really been an hour? Damn it. Sorry, swearing time! Because, ow! Now his entire schedule was off. Deceit composed himself and dried his tears. They weren't tears of pain or regret. He was crying because he was scared. He wasn't ready to die. There were so many things he wanted to do, so many conversations he wanted to have, so many apologies he wanted to get. Wait, apologies? Who did he have to apologize to? He was the one who was dying. Deceit scoffed and rubbed his eyes. Looking back at his reflection, he paused. The pause was only seconds, but it felt like hours. Clarity, he said softly. I need clarity. Maybe this won't be so bad if I can just clear things up. Deceit dried his face. I painted myself as this monster to them and to Thomas and to the world. If I'm going to die, I'll go with a clear conscience, a fixed image. I'll write what's been wronged. I need to grab water, but I'll finish this paragraph. I'll apologize to all of them, all who have suffered because of my agenda. And I'm going to say sorry, so that when I go, I'll go knowing I tried. He died. No, he's not dead yet. He dried his tears once more. I am going to get water. So I'm gonna, just in case anybody shows up, I'm gonna make a little thingy to say BRB. Oops, that was bad. Ooh, that's bad. Voodoo, you're just in time to see me leave. So I'm gonna grab water. I started reading the fanfic. I'm not a full chapter in yet, but you know, oh, it hurts. It already hurts. So I'm gonna take my mic off, and I'll be back in a second with water so my throat. Sorry, so my throat doesn't die. BRB. There's the thing. So there we go. Alright. Alrighty. No, you're okay. Don't worry about it. I'm back. I'll try. I won't continue until you come back. I need to rest my throat a second anyway. I'll just draw for now. Consider this an intermission while my throat doesn't die. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, there we go. cracking my neck again. So there's a little BRB thing. I think it's cute. And now I don't know what to draw. I'll think of something. Ow, my neck. Did somebody say more angst? Because that's what I'm gonna do while we wait for a voodoo. Because now I have inspired angst. So sorry. Yes, because ow. Will it get finished by the end of the stream? I don't know, but we're gonna go back now. Alright. Oh, I almost don't want to, but at the same time, I'm so curious. Okay, alright. 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 I'm definitely not stalling. Oh wow, I only had a paragraph left. I probably couldn't finish that. Okay. Alright, hold on. Just grabbing the water. Sound like a plan? Deceit looked over at the chair Cobb was on. Seeing she was gone, he paused. Okay, just me. Okay. He looked back at his clock. 9:15 a.m. With a sigh, Deceit sat up and took his dishes to his kitchen. After doing so, he headed, I think that's supposed to be out his door. To the imagination he would venture. He had speeches to plan. And so the work begins. And so I am going to cry! I know it's not even the sad part yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm so not ready for this, man. I'm gonna weep so hard. I can already feel it, man. There's gonna be a tipping point. Alright, I'm gonna warn you right now. There's gonna be a point where I just completely break down. Okay. Sunday, 3 p.m. Deceit had taken quite a fondness to this one spot in the imagination. It was marked by this great oak tree in the middle of a golden wheat field. This field in particular was in the part of the imagination dedicated to soothing and happy thoughts, and oh boy, it did wonders for Deceit. The imagination was a real what? Wait, I think that sentence is a little weird. I'm trying to figure out what it's trying to say. I think it's supposed to be reality, quote unquote. Oh man, after this you're gonna send more? Do it! Bet. I'm ready to cry. Tears of joy or tears of sadness, I don't care. I need angst. I need angst, and I need it, whether it be good angst or bad angst. Because yes, there is such a good thing as good angst. Alright. Anyway, it was governed primarily by Roman. Little did he know, however, Deceit had his own little power over it as well. You had to be creative in his line of work, obviously, so it only made sense he had some sort of power of this realm. Roman didn't know that, though. He was oblivious to it, much to Deceit's content. Alright, what if I pop up and say something like, Logic, I know we've had some problems in the past. I've done some pretty rude things to you and made some comments about no, Deceit. That's cliche and rehearsed. Ka said from the tree above him. Consider your reputation. This has to be unique. Wait. Hold on. I can't chant. I can't. My throat is so dead. Hold on. That was terrible. We're rolling with it. No, it doesn't. Deceit groaned. I don't know what I just. I need to stop making comments on my voice. It's really bad. I'm sorry. He flopped over into the wheat in agony. They don't have to believe me. The point of this whole thing is to apologize and do my part to clean the slate. I don't care if they believe me. Deceit rolled his eyes. To be completely honest, he wasn't sure if he really did care if they forgave him or not. To be fair, he'd understand if they didn't. He'd really done some awful things. At the same time, though, he'd subtly hoped they'd at least take into consideration what he had to say. Deceit groaned and rubbed his face in annoyance. He hated this. He hadn't even come to terms with this whole situation yet. He was so overwhelmed. On top of all of this, he had to plan his own funeral, alone. Conjure up and design his casket, alone. Figure out the perfect spot for all this to go down, alone. That hurts. Then the moment would come. He'd breathe his final breath and die, alone. No! No one deserves to die alone. Not even Deceit. Not even no one. Literally, no one deserves to die alone. That is so sad. Even evil people. Deceit's not even that bad. Sorry, I'm having a little moment. Ooh. Ow. Okay. Villains deserve better. Redeemable villains deserve better. Actually, like, legit evil, irredeemable, there's no way he could turn back type of person. But still. Ow. If it settles your weary mind, Deceit, I'll be sure to give you a lovely eulogy, Ka snickered. Her laughter died when she noticed how quiet Deceit was. Deceit lay on his back. His caplet sprawled out and his hat askew. Is it caplet or capelet? It's really confusing. I think it's capelet. I'm gonna just assume it's capelet. He stared up at the sky, eyes half-lidded. His face was solemn, though, lips pulled into fine lines and the corners of his mouth were corked down. It was a sad frown that painted his face. Brown and green eyes stared up at the sky, admiring the pink and white clouds that streaked across his vision. It looked like a perfect work of art. Seat hummed. Roman truly was an artist in this realm. He'd always enjoyed how the prince made the sky look like fine art. He wished he had appreciated it more. He wondered that when he died, if his function would ascend to this painted sky, like a soul ascending to heaven, or would he melt? And would his function descend to the hard pits of the inky hell below the dark? Throat is dying. I might have to cut this short, which is sad because I want to keep reading. Deceit sighed and rubbed his face. He knew where he'd go, right back to the Formless. The Formless was this invisible place that existed in the mind. It was the birthplace of all the sides, invisible yet very real. All of the sides feared and respected it. He just wished he knew how he would return to the Formless. Deceit never felt more useless in his entire life. He'd never hated himself more in his life either. Oh, how he wished this was easier. It wasn't just figuring out how he was going to prove he was sorry to them. It was the emotional pang of it, too. Like, yeah, he was going to be as genuine as he could be. Oh, wait, that was poor delivery on my part. I'm not going to do it for the sake of my throat. I'm going to stop talking unnecessarily. Be as honest as he could be. But on top of that, this was just going to be embarrassing. Seriously, Deceit detested confessions and honesty, not just because of who he was, but because of that small twinge of anxiety and guilt he felt when he confessed to doing something wrong, like a child scared of a punishment. Deceit sighed. No, Ka, there will be no use for eulogies. No one will be there, no one to impress or milk tears from. He stared blankly now at the sky. What do you mean no one will be here? Aren't you going to apologize to the sides? Ka slithered down a bit from the oak tree's canopy. Oh no, I'm going to apologize. I have every intention to. I'm just not going to tell them about my situation. Deceit twiddled his thumbs on his chest. He did this when he was nervous. What? Why? Ka sounded confused. Why wouldn't you tell them? Wouldn't you want your friends at your funeral? You're dying, Deceit. For God's sake, your friends should be there. Ka cried. Oh, silly snake. Deceit laughed and covered his face with his hand. They're not my friends. All I've done is manipulate and lied to them. All they've done is bullied and shunned me. Why would the light sides come to my funeral? Why would those golden-souled fools mourn the death of a snake-faced liar from the dark? Ka, they can't care about me. Deceit continued to laugh, a hearty yet cold laugh. Deceit? Then why would you apologize? Why are you giving them the opportunity to hurt you more? If they hate you, why are you giving them a chance? Ka hissed. Because I want to die with a clean slate, Ka. When I go, I don't want to be remembered as just a liar. I've painted this image of myself that I've run out of time to fix. I want to at least try and fix this mess. I'm going to die, Ka. I can afford to destroy my reputation. What do I have to lose? Deceit stood up and adjusted himself. Ka was just staring at him. She didn't know how to feel. She wanted to support Deceit, but she also didn't feel like this was right. She sighed. You're a weird one, Deceit. Deceit adjusted his hat. Really? Never saw that coming. He brushed He brushed some grass off his pants. Ka, you have to promise me something. And that is? Ka sighed. You cannot tell anyone of this conversation until after my death. No one can know about this. Seat looked up at his scaling companion. He didn't want the sides to know he was going to die because he didn't want their force. Ugh. Oh my god, my throat. Hold on. Let me just drain this water bottle. Chat, let's see. This person also just posted in your break a chapter of another fic called Tangled Webs. It was sad. I suggest reading that after. Ooh. Alright. Cool. As long as my throat doesn't die. My throat hurts so bad. I've been talking too much today. Okay. Alright. Oh, where was I? Forced sympathy. He didn't want to die surrounded by the fake tears of people who hated him. Me, him. Ka looked at the seat. She shook her head in discontent. I promised, Seat, you have my word, Ka sighed. The seat nodded and promptly poked her nose. With that, I'm off to see Logan. The seat tipped his hat and sank out. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if I can read another chapter without actually dying. And I want to save my voice and don't want my throat to die so that I can do things tomorrow. So, I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna go. I really want to keep reading this though, and I feel bad if I continue it without being here, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off until some other point. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Ivudu, send me more stuff through. I guess Instagram's a good place. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna do this will be. Possibly tomorrow. Maybe not though. If not, then Thursday, I guess, might be a good time. Thursday or Friday. So yeah. Sorry, I'm whispering now. I don't know if you can hear me. But thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you in whatever I decide to do next. Bye. Love you guys.